Looks like we caught a little bit of a rainstorm today. It wasn't supposed to rain for another 10 days. It's pretty hot and heavy out there. At least we'll find out if something leaks today for sure. Woo! All right, starting a new job today. What do we got? Oh wow, look at here.
How nice it is.
How every installer's dream. One big giant flat floor. This ought to be fun. All right guys, so we are going to be here doing some LVP throughout this whole house, like the whole house. So I'm sure we're gonna run into some things that are gonna be awesome to show you guys tips and tricks on. And when we get to them, like how to finish this back door over here is a great one, because I get asked that all the time. However, it does look like there's some water over there, so we need to figure out what's going on with that. What in the world? Well, I hope that's dog situations and not water coming in. Man. All right, yeah, so the carpet has been pulled. However, you guys who do flooring know carpet is only 50% of the job, maybe even 40. Because the rest of the day you are scraping staples, pulling tack strip, pulling transitions. We are going to have to pull this luan out in here and pound down all the staples so that we can make this all one flat floor. Same thing in here. We're gonna have to pull this luan and pound staples forever. But also here's another opportunity for us to show you how to finish transitions in laminate or LVP at the back door, especially when you have a big one like this. This will be nice because we're gonna be picture framing around this fireplace right here. So we'll show you how to do that. And we'll also show you how to finish those at the door. This luan will have to be pulled and 1,000,000 staples will have to be pounded down. That's right. This is going to take some time to get it prepped. Oh my. So this looks like sticky tile right here. And so we'll have to pull that out. So I'm sure there's luan under that and sticky tile. So maybe get lucky and be able to pull that out in 2 by 4 foot sheets. And then back down through the hallway here. This right here leads out to the garage. And looks like we're doing this laundry room too. So we're pulling luan and pounding staples forever in there. And here's a little linen closet, standard. We don't have to look at that. Right here is another bedroom. Again, subfloor's in great shape, super flat. All we gotta do is pull tack strips, scrape staples. There's a closet over there. Show you how to floor inside closets. And then the last bedroom and bathroom, there's the bathroom. Have to pull that luan, pull that toilet, and then pound down more staples. And then here is the last bedroom in here. It's just like the other one almost, except for there's the closet over there. These are pretty standard, you know, room sizes and layout for, you know, what we've done in the past. But anyway, that's what we got going on here today in my hometown of Mount Juliet, Tennessee. We're actually over on the Providence side of Mount Juliet, so where the rich folks live. I'm just kidding. I don't know if rich people live here or not. You know what I'm saying? They're all over the place I live, and they just dump down my street. Well, they are, but I'm not one of them. All right, guys. We're gonna go out here and get some tools out, start scraping, and we might even start laying some floor today. All right, I'll at you later. All right guys, so if you have to pull a bunch of luan out, it's a whole lot easier if you just take a circular saw and cut the luan and the vinyl together as one in little strips. And I don't mean like little strips like this, like 2 by 4 foot sheets if that's possible. Show you what I'm talking about. And don't just come out here and start cutting. You need to take your circular saw and set the depth. Way you can do that is take a piece of luan, because we're cutting out luan, or whatever plywood you're cutting, and set the blade till it only goes down that deep. You can set it on a piece of plywood and then lower the blade until it touches the lower part underneath it. So if you're setting it on concrete, lower it until it touches the concrete. If you're setting it on subfloor, lower it until it touches the subfloor. But anyway, you want that blade to be down about 1/4 of an inch so it doesn't cut through the floor underneath. I did want to mention, if you are cutting on concrete, don't set the blade all the way down. Just set it so that the blade touches the concrete and back it off just a little. Then you can finish it off with a razor blade. I'd rather you dull a couple of those blades than a brand new circular saw blade. No matter how you take it out, you're either gonna have to pull these staples You're gonna have to pound them down. All right, that's your tip. Looks like we caught a little bit of a rainstorm today. It wasn't supposed to rain for another 10 days. It's pretty hot and heavy out there. At least we'll find out if something leaks today for sure. Woo! All right, you guys, so here we are. We're back at the job. It is actually day 3. We had a lot of tear out. So I'm gonna take you through the house and show you what all we tore out and what all is about to happen here. I'm just gonna start right here at the front door and do a little bit of a walkthrough, let you see the aftermath of the tear out. This is the living room. They actually had everything tore out for us, so we really didn't have to do anything. Going into here, this is a bathroom. It is lightning and thundering out there. You guys hear that? Woo, it's getting ugly out there. I mean, rain is coming in sideways. Look at that. All right, so anyway, there was a lot of vinyl and Luan in here, and we had to pull the Luan, and you guys saw we cut that with a Sawzall and a circular saw. That's what happened. We had to pound all these staples down. Luan is generally installed with staples every 4 square inches. So if you are pulling that, keep in mind you are going to have to be pounding down staples for a minute. And over there we had an issue with that door, so I hope it doesn't leak today, but this is the master bedroom, and it has that bathroom hooked onto it, and then of course we have a closet in here. Only thing that went on inside of here was just basically tack strip and the little fuzzies, of course, that got swept up and scraped there. All right, heading back into this way. And I'm showing you guys all this because we are going to actually be starting right here. And that means that we are going to have to snap a line to make sure that this thing is straight all the way through the house. And I'm going to show you how we can achieve that, how you can install flooring in multiple rooms and make sure that the distance that you're pulling off one wall is the same distance in another room. Most houses are built with, you know, and 2 exterior walls and then a center load-bearing wall. This one, you can see they use trusses here because it's very vaulted, and this would be the only load-bearing wall that I see. But anyway, let's go get started. All right, guys, so what I have done here is I set up this Cigman laser level. This thing is pretty gnarly. You can see it shines a light all the way down there. They send you this little target so you can kind of hone in on where you need to be down here as far as your bullseye goes. So I got that set up right there, and I wanted to show you when I pull tape measure. Let's put some lights on in here. When I pull the tape measure, the line shines on it now. It's better in the dark, but you can see we're at 20.5 inches right there, and that's off of that wall right there. That is the last wall in this front wall that is straight with all of this right here. So I want to make sure I get a good control line. Control line is a line that you pop so that you can pull all your measurements off that, so as you're going into other rooms, you're keeping the same distance pulling off that line. Now I'm going to put this here. This is at the very end of it, and as you can see, we're at 20.5 right there too. So this line will continue way on past this section. As I said, this was just the last wall I had in this right here. But if I take this thing away right here, you can see that our laser does shine all the way into this bedroom right here. So when it comes time to snap a line, we want to mark right there. We don't want to mark inside there. If we mark right here, then we can snap this line all the way through the house, all the way to that bathroom down there. And when I say bathroom, I mean that bathroom right there. All right, guys. Let's get some lines snapped and figure out how we're going to pull this thing off the wall. Let's go. All right, so we're here in the bathroom, and as you can see, I made a crow's foot right there where the laser is. And then all the way down here. It's not as tight as it is down there, but it is tight. And of course, as you can see down here, you can't really see the line, but there is my crow's foot, and they sent a white card out with this, so you could just set it down. That's what the purpose of it is, but you can see there's my mark. So I made a crow's foot, and also made one over there just for reference points. But you can see that line goes all the way through the house. So once we snap a chalk line, that thing should be good to go. We can pull all the numbers in the house off of that one line. All right, here we go. All right, guys, so you see I put a screw here, and in the bathroom We snapped a line all the way through the house. That's going to be our control line so that we know how to pull all of our measurements in the house off of that. And as you can see, this corner right here, I pulled 20.5 off of that because that was the very beginning of this straight wall. And then down here, I pulled 20.5 off this little tiny section because it was the last wall that I had in the area. And then it shined down there, so I was able to snap my line all the way through down there, as you can see. And then I was excited about this because I had made a crow's foot here, and the line ran right through it. So I'm not mad at that at all. That's going to be beautiful when it comes to pulling our measurements through the house. All right. Well guys, unfortunately that's all we have time for today. But as I stated, we were at this job for 8 days, and I didn't feel like you guys were up for an hour-long video. So join us back here next week where we will be installing down the hall, through the doors, and we'll show you how we perfectly transition through the bathrooms. I'll be sharing some of my secrets for getting your floors to look like a masterpiece. Oh, and I know you want to see if we're going to match up from the living room to the kitchen. Will it line up? All that and more on next week's video, so be sure to subscribe and click all on the notification bell or you're gonna miss it. Okay guys, that's gonna do it for this one, and I hope to see you on the next one. Till then, take care and stay safe. Peace.